Hi everyone. I thought I'd come back and kind of do a little catch up on what I've been up to for the last few months. Since the marathon, I did kind of let things slip with my YouTube and my Instagram for the PT, but I kind of think like maybe I was kind of lacking inspiration there for a while, but I do think it's kind of come back. Like I've definitely been working on, I suppose, getting that spark back, and I'll kind of go into it. But I really am feeling very inspired at the moment and very kind of motivated to keep pursuing my interest in fitness and trying new things and pushing myself. So I know I've always wanted to, and I have tried a few times to pursue having this YouTube channel and just kind of documenting my interests, and even if it's just for myself so I can look back in the future. But I do want to do it. So here I am, I'm back once again. But yeah, so I kind of just wanted to come on particularly because I have actually signed up for my first half Ironman, which is very scary. I obviously have done a lot of half marathons. I've done a marathon. I have never done a triathlon, so I will obviously have to do a shorter one in the meantime. But this is completely new territory, really, for me. I don't know how to tackle the cycle at all. I don't have a road race bike. That's going to have to come at a later stage. But I do have a good background in swimming, which is probably the hardest hurdle to get over. So I'm kind of lucky in that sense that I actually would say that I'm quite a strong swimmer. So anyway, I've signed up for a half Ironman. It's kind of a random one, but essentially what happened was two of my really good friends had signed up for the Portugal half Ironman next year because they did it this year. And I wanted to do that with them. And I had convinced myself to do it, and I had decided I was going to do it, but then I went to sign up and it had sold out. And by that stage, I had really decided that I wanted to push myself and to do a half Ironman. So the same weekend, there is a half Ironman in Croatia in a place called Porec. I think I'm saying that right. But that is next October. So this is kind of the start of my journey for becoming a triathlete and a half Ironman finisher, hopefully. And I thought I'd document it, and I obviously qualified as a PT this year, so I'm kind of using myself as a test subject because I did learn a lot in the PT course that I did, and it would be really cool to just kind of see how that would apply in a proper scenario. So obviously, like I said, I've done a lot of running races. I'm not fast. I'm quite aware. I'm quite a slow runner. But I really enjoy it. So I'm probably going off on a tangent here, but I really like to see slow runners and just kind of the average person doing these things. So I thought, why not be that average person who is doing a triathlon? And I'm not going to win, I'm not going to qualify for any further races or anything, but the goal for me is to complete it. And the goal for me is always to be an active person, and I always kind of want to continue in my life to be an active person as I get older. And I think it's kind of probably a problem in society that in Ireland anyway, I think that maybe sometimes women they drop out of sport, and a really interesting organization for that, to find out more information about that, is Her Sport, and I've been following them for a long time. But I just want to promote the mental side of that. And I obviously, as I said, I've never been a skilled sports person. I've never been very successful at sports, but I love it. And I love what it does for me mentally. Like I know that I feel my best when I exercise, or when I'm in a consistent exercise routine. And even if I'm not the fittest person in the world, or the fastest person, or even like objectively fast or objectively fit, like I am a faster and fitter version of myself, which is important. So just a tangent there, but like as I said, like I'm just feeling really inspired at the moment. I don't know what it is, but the last few weeks I kind of feel like I've turned a corner. Like before that, I just wasn't really feeling myself for a while, and like just getting a bit down, and like I hadn't really put in the effort to continue with like the PT, all of the work that I had put into doing the PT course. Like now that it was over, I haven't really progressed with that. But since signing up for this race, like I'm feeling really motivated, and I'm just excited to push myself. And I also want to take on some clients, I think. So I have left a link below of like just to a Google form, and if I suppose I just would be interested to know if anyone would like to work with me for personal training. I'm obviously starting out, so it would be a very low rate, but I think it's kind of more for my own benefit as well that I would love to take some people on. And I've had personal trainers in the past that have put me on very low calories, have kind of disregarded a lot of things that like it was very much for a goal of looking good in a picture, and that's not what I'm about. Like I'm very much about, you want to start a good routine that you're going to continue, and that is good for you mentally and physically. So whatever that would look like for the individual, it's not starving themselves. So that's kind of the angle that I want to take, and I want to be able to help people to build consistency, and like to see the enjoyment in exercise, and finding the type of exercise that would suit that individual and that will keep them exercising is something that I'd be really interested in doing. So my next steps are to figure out how to do a triathlon. I obviously have 11 months really until the race, so that's quite a bit of time to figure it out. I'm obviously going to do some shorter triathlons in the meantime, and I am doing Paris half marathon and Cork marathon as well next year, so I really have a lot to be working towards. And I suppose it just might be interesting to people to follow along for a complete newbie to triathlon, like figure it all out. I'm trying to Google like all of the different things that I need. Like there's a lot involved in cycling, so I've been going to the gym and like going on the bike in the gym, and I know I'm actually going to have to go cycle outside at some stage. So I have time though, so that's kind of where I'm at. But I think come January I'm going to put in like a proper consistent routine. I'm kind of just building the foundation at the moment. I've been swimming once a week, and obviously cycling in the gym, and continuing to run because that's my favorite thing to do. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I really look forward to seeing how it goes, and I hope you follow along. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's probably just a bit of a ramble, but there's more to come from me, and I promise I will be back, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.